What's up everyone, I'm IAMOBG for TastingSkills.com. Welcome back to another video. So today I have Panama-Pacific Rums. Now, this is the brainchild of the Haas Brother Importing Company. Now, Haas Brother Importing Company has been based in San Francisco since 1851. This brand is a real iconic brand. They have just an insane lineup and they are super accessible. Now, this rum is made out of small batch molasses that are distilled in a coffee copper still pot, and then they're rested into American oak for a minimum of 3 years. And then they extend that aging depending on the age that we have. But let's look at the full lineup because they do several different rums. And we're gonna start with the white rum 3-year-old. This is aged in American oak and has an ABV of 40 or a proof of 80, and it comes in liters for $20. Then we have the Panama-Pacific 5-year-old that is aged for 2 years in American bourbon cask. Then it's finished in Tennessee and Canadian rye casks that are roasted but not charred. This one has an ABV of 42.9 or a proof of 85.8, and this one retails for $30. Then we have the Panama-Pacific 9-year-old. This is also aged for 3 years in American bourbon cask, and then finished for 6 years in Tennessee and Canadian rye casks. Once again, roasted but not charred. The ABV is 47.3 or a proof of 94.6, and it retails for $60. Then we have the 15-year-old, once again, aged for 3 years in American bourbon cask, and then finished for 12 years in Tennessee Canadian rye cask. Again, roasted but not charred. ABV is 42.1 or a proof of 84.2, and this one retails for $60. Then we have the big bad boy, the Panama-Pacific 23-year-old, once again, 3 years in American bourbon oak cask, and finished for 20 years in Tennessee and Canadian rye casks that are roasted and not charred. The ABV on this one is 42.3 or a proof of 84.6, and that retails under $90. Now, as you can see, they are very accessible. I mean, 23-year-old for $90. That is just insane to me. Now, packaging wise, this is an A easily, and I'm even thinking it might be a little bit more. We get, of course, the Panama-Pacific name at the top. Then we have Jose Fernandez, which is the actual distiller and maker of this. And you get right away what kind of oak that they're using. You're getting the proof of it. You're getting the region, which is very famous, because Herrera is famous for its sugarcane, and we also have the age statement at the front. At the back, you get the story, you get exactly where Panama is situated. This is just good packaging, and on top of it, you get a nice wooden tappy cork. Yes, this is synthetic, but oh my, this is really good. But how good are they? Well, let's take a look at the tasting notes. But before that, do you want to taste like a pro? Head over to tastingskills.com, put your name and email into the magical yellow box, and I will send you my free 17-page guide to the fundamentals of tasting. But only that, if you want to get a sober hat or a sexy sober t-shirt, once you have that in your cart, please put the promo code IAMOBG and shipping will be free since it's on me. All right, now let's jump into these bad boys. On the color, clear. On the nose, sweet ether from distilled molasse that is clear and crisp as you get beautiful flowery nose that deliver violets, lavender, white sugar, some American oak layers. This has a beautiful nose. On the mouthfeel, delicate and subtle. This is an automatic drinker as the ether gives you oak tannins that deliver an acidity that is wrapped in molasses layers that drive some light spicy notes. The finish on here was amazing, but the nose is really impressive. It just fills the room. The ether notes and the molasses notes are all so well mixed in properly. And for a liter at $20, yes please, all day baby. All right, now let's get into the 9-year-old. On the color, deep gold. On the nose, sweet oak layers that are mixed in with sweet caramel that fall into molasses. The oranges and apricots come as you get some smoke complexity. This, once again, is subtle and precise. The ether is present but oh my, it just fills the room once again. On the mouthfeel, quick attack of the spicy oak tannins, as it slowly melts and reveals complex layers that are real structured. This is some serious rum, since the balance is just perfect and nothing over the top once again. Subtle. The length is long as the acidity makes sure that it keeps on giving this long, never-ending finish. This was so solid. Really, really impressed. I'm absolutely in love with this lineup up to now. This is a real steal. But what about the big bad boy? Let's take a look at the 23-year-old. On the color, deep gold. On the nose, sweet oak layers once again that are mixed in with that beautiful caramel that falls into the molasses. The orange blossom are just everywhere on this. And the smoke is complex. Once again, it's very precise, but the tannins are more concentrated. This was a lot like the 9-year-old, but tannin-wise, when it came to the oak, you could really see a lot more concentration in there. This was my favorite by far. I haven't had a chance to try the other ones yet, but this one for $90, this is a real steal. All right, let's do a quick recap so we can see what we should pass on or what we should buy. And the first one, of course, is the white rum 3 years old. This is an absolute buy. This was exceptional for $20 for a liter. That was just a steal. Then we have the 9-year-old. Once again, this is a buy. This was so good, and for the money, it's kind of hard to beat. At the same time, you are drinking some serious Panama rums. And the last one, the big bad boy, the 23-year-old. That one is just exceptional. I mean, 23-year-old rum for $90? That is just insane to me. Just wow, I'm absolutely in love, and of course it's a buy. It's even a collector's item, but that thing is pretty much available everywhere. You should really seek out these rums. These are so good for the money. I'm actually really impressed, and I can tell you, I have my own rum brand, but this 23-year-old for 90 bucks, all day, baby. All right, that's gonna do it for me. IAMOBG for tastingskills.com. Please remember to subscribe, go down there and click the bell. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Otherwise, my friend, please remember, stay sober. Peace.